Okay, welcome everyone to a very special call. I am really blessed to be here today because it's been a long time coming, and it's taken a lot of whispers and a lot of listening to the whispers and a lot of trying to back out of listening to the whispers, and the incredible love and support of so many people to be where we are today, which is talking about not only the classes that we have coming up for 2020, which is going to be a phenomenal year for all of us. That's just the energy of it, and already so many things have happened and shifted in the world and are shifting in the world and are shifting in our lives personally, and it is an energy that is currently available in the field, in the universe for all of us. And not only do we want to really capitalize on that, but I want to contribute to that and to the world as much as possible this year. So it's about also getting out of my own way and getting out of my own inhibitions and inviting as many of you to come along with me as possible. So today, what I wanted to share was not only our current class schedule for the first half of the year or so, the first 5 to 6 months going on from here, plus there's a few changes that I'm sure will happen in terms of additional things being added as they fall into place, but then also announcing our certified practitioner program, which is being rolled out this year, and then our facilitators program that leads on from that. So there are many of you on here that are body whisperers. I have been to body whispering classes with me, business whispering classes with me. Last year we did the baby whispering class as well, and there are many of you that have done these classes multiple times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times even, and we've gotten to the point where you have asked and you have asked, and I have wondered but not gone to any conclusion about what that is going to look like in the future. But today we are here to talk about actually the fact that we have more information and we're finally ready to share it. So I'm really excited. First of all, we have been waiting to be able to make these announcements when all of the infrastructure was falling into place. So the Life Whispering Institute got created and has been trademarked and created into the world over the last year. And under that institute, we have certified programs coming out for you to become a certified practitioner of body whispering and a certified coach of business whispering. And these are programs that are being created to support practitioners of any modality in the world. But when you add body whispering and the energy of body whispering and the information and the guidelines that I feel like is part of my job to help provide in the world, because I have a practitioner background, because that has been my role to work at a very high professional level with clients all over the world for over 10 years now. It's an area where I can really support practitioners. And it's an area that I really struggled with myself, was bringing together the practicality of being a successful practitioner, being a practitioner who had some sort of business awareness and sense and could get business to work for me and could contribute to my clients and could really tap into my healing capacities and could still listen to the whispers, not cut off my intuition, not need to be entirely in one camp or the other. And so over the years, as that has been refined and continues to be refined, by no means am I completely there, but I am at a point where I can now really lend some of my knowledge and capacities to helping others. And not only do I and the amazing team that have been helping me all over the world been working towards creating that, but we want to create a support network and a framework for practitioners to work with that makes them feel supported. That means once you have a title or a qualification, or you've attended a class, that you then know how to utilize those tools in the world, and continue to have it contribute to you and have support as you go on. So that is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm going to do my best today to be as structured as possible to give you all of this information. So I'm going to run through what the classes are, what the certified or the advanced classes are going to be that will give you certified practitioner status, and what that means and what that includes, and then how that will roll into our facilitators program. And what some of those requirements will be. I'm also going to make sure that we follow up this call. Yes, there will be a replay. Many of you have asked me that, and we will follow it up with all of the information in writing. And we will also do our best to answer as many questions as we can today live. And I am not going to be, if you're watching me on Facebook and that is working, I don't think I'll be able to answer questions from Facebook, but I will be able to answer as many questions as we can fit in on the Zoom, and we will go from there. Okay. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for your hellos. Okay. So for many of you that have either already attended or are interested in attending a body or business whispering class, those classes on their own have been and continue to be life-changing, just as they are. They are such a contribution. They continue to grow each year on their own, and they continue to surprise me as to where they go and what we end up covering in these classes. And so to break this down for anyone who doesn't even know or has never attended a class with me before, the body and business whispering classes are both 2-day classes each. However, I'm going to start doing them back to back everywhere I go, so that people have the opportunity to attend all 4 days and attend both classes in one go, while still having the option of one or both. The body and business whispering classes have no prerequisites, so anyone can attend those classes. The people that seem to be drawn to those classes end up having either a capacity with bodies, working with bodies. They are already people who are interested in healing or facilitating, or they are people who wish to heal something in their own bodies, in their own lives, wish to have a greater communion and capacity with being who they be in the world. The business whispering classes were created because we had so much material to cover in the body whispering classes, and yet we always would find that there was so much information around money and business and how to create a business and how to talk to your business that would come into the body class, and we would literally run out of time in the 2 days. So then this entirely own 2-day class came about. I see Smriti smiling. She knows this very well. This entirely own class came around that was had to be its own topic. And so we have these classes and they have these names, and yet they continue to be free form, not because they're entry level, sorry, no prerequisites, not because they're entry level, but because I really believe if you're drawn to these classes and you end up in these classes, you were meant to be there. So the universe takes care of the prerequisites for me. We have actually never yet had to refund a class or have someone be unhappy with the class or have someone give us bad feedback about the classes. So the classes create themselves and choose who they pull in. All over the world. So this year, so far, we have to date, we have 2 classes coming up that we have scheduled, and I'm going to attempt to share the screen. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. There's a lot of noise disturbance apparently, so let me see what we can do about this. Okay, who is not muted? I'm going to just mute a few people here. Mute. Okay, cool. Is that better? Okay, can everyone hear me though? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. We'll get to questions shortly. Hopefully we'll have time. I don't know where that noise is coming from, guys.
It's Mangala. Can you mute her?
And need to be muted, Adila.
Cool. Yes, I've just muted her. Okay. So the 2 classes that we do have coming up in the world, here it is. Here's the Wow, I think she keeps unmuting herself. Anyway, so we have Singapore coming up in April. On the 9th, I'm doing an introduction to no, it's not her, it's somebody else now. And then in August, we are going to be back in India. We are doing our classes in Mumbai again, and both of these countries have classes. We're also including the baby whispering class again in Mumbai. That class, I'll talk about it a little bit more shortly, or maybe in another call. That class on its own is a really phenomenal class, and I've got an awareness of what we're going to do with that. An awareness of what we're going to do with that for practitioners who like working with children and families as well. So that's just a side note to be aware of. That is only a 1-day class currently, okay? So those are the classes that we have scheduled. However, we have dates that we are trying to come up with for Australia and New Zealand. And we're just looking at what else we can fit in before we do our first advanced class, which is going to be mid-November. And most likely, because of how our class participation levels currently are, we have the most participants coming from India and the Southeast Asian regions, a little bit also from Australia. So we will most likely do that class on that side of the world, okay? That's the first advanced class, which would be the certified practitioners class. In order to get to or be able to attend a certified practitioners class, you at this point need to have attended 2 body whispering classes or 2 business whispering classes, and at least one of them has to be in person. What we will be doing from this year though is having the option of live streaming all of our classes. So if you've attended 1 class in person at least and you want to attend that second one to get to the advanced class, you can live stream it. So and if you have attended 0, for example, you can live stream the classes coming up in Singapore, or you can come to Singapore with us and then you can attend the class in Mumbai in person, or vice versa. If you're from Australia or New Zealand, you can attend the class in Australia and New Zealand and live stream one of the classes happening on the other side of the world, and then attend the advanced class. The advanced classes will need to be attended in person. If you have never attended one of these classes before and you're wondering why you would want to attend a class anyway, like I said, these classes are such a contribution and they are life-changing. So if you're not even sure about anything else, please talk to someone who's attended one of these classes. They are beyond me and what I can speak to, but the changes that they create in people and the healing that they create and the awareness that it creates for you to be in connection with yourself and tapping into your capacities, which is what I'm really interested in, because when I started this work, I couldn't see what was different about me or what my capacities were. I didn't think I was any more talented with bodies or with healing than anyone else that I knew. And because, you know, that saying, what is it that comes so naturally to you that you can't even recognize it? Well, that was literally me with bodies, and it still is to an extent. I don't even recognize how much bodies talk to me and how much ease I have with bodies. Now that I have more awareness of that, it's easier for me to recognize why I need to at least keep going, or explore, or play, or contribute to the world with this. And the thing that people say to me after attending these classes is they didn't ever recognize what it meant for them to tap into their capacity and how much of a capacity they have and had with bodies. So when you attend these classes, what I'm really interested in doing at every level is really increasing the level of support that you have post-class. So currently what we have done over the last year and a bit is, once you've attended a class, there is a Facebook group and there is a WhatsApp group. Okay, and that is for when you have attended any class, because after attending especially the body whispering class, you are able to do these body whispering sessions or do the work that you do, whether you're an acupuncturist or a SOP practitioner or a Reiki practitioner or whatever other modality you practice. For example, I was a chiropractor. You can take that and you add what you have learned and the energy or the tools of really listening to the body and tapping into the bodies, and you add that to whatever you are already doing, and you increase your abilities and you become so much more intuitive with how you work, and your results, from everything I see and all the conversations I see in our WhatsApp group, the results we get in our sessions are phenomenal. So you're able to start practicing that as soon as you attend a body whispering class. What is going to start to happen once you become a certified practitioner is that level of support and the level of me, but also the team and the infrastructure I'm putting in to support you in the world to bring this to people and to have people find you, is what we really want to increase. So there's two ways in which this works. There is the online support. So there is going to be ongoing meetings and trainings and catch-ups in an online forum for the practitioners. And to support your businesses, there is a database. You're going to be hosted on my website, on the Body Whisperers International Certified Practitioner website. I'm also in the process of establishing and creating partnerships with clinics around the world who are going to recognize and know that people who have this or have done this class and are certified practitioners have this tick. The point of becoming a certified practitioner is basically saying to the world, you have done enough classes with me, you have done enough sessions, and you have been given a tick of approval of, it's more a confidence thing, that I know that what you are doing when you are working with bodies and people, and you know that what you are doing when you're working with bodies and people is up to a standard and a level of confidence and capacity that means that we know that we are all, it is a contribution, and that you have done enough theory as well as practical work, with also me being there as a support person and wherever you are in the world, where you're able to ask questions, get clarification, get support. If you run into a situation that you don't know how to handle, or have a client that you don't know how to handle, that you are part of this network around the world. And so I'm creating these clinics that are either accredited as part of the Life Whispering Institutes, or are standalone Life Whispering Institutes. So this is stuff that's being rolled out. As you can imagine, it's massive, and there's a lot of work, and there's a lot of balls in the air. However, this is the big vision, and this is where we're going, okay? So that you have the ability also, as a certified practitioner of body whispering, to be able to go somewhere else in the world and say, I'm a body whisperer, or I'm a certified body whisperer, and you can tap into the network that we've created for you in that part of the world, or go to the clinic that we have in that part of the world and offer your sessions, or be the person that we refer to in that part of the world or in that country. I feel like I've been talking for a long time, so do we have any questions before I keep going? Okay.
So Adila,
Yeah.
the people who've done, who have done a single class and not choosing to do 2 classes, or planning to do just 1 class to begin with, can they also run sessions for their clients without the certified practitioner?
Yeah. This isn't about taking away the ability to do sessions if you've just attended 1 class. There's, so many of you have attended 1 class, and what I love about it is that you guys take this and you run with it and you add it to what you're doing, and many of you do more and advertise more of this work than I do myself, and I love seeing that. This isn't about taking away your ability to do the sessions after just attending 1 class. What it is about doing is creating a certain level of competence and certification of other people being able to find you in the world, and knowing that you have done this enough to be certified with this work. And there will be certain other perks that you get as a certified practitioner, in terms of what kind of sessions and pricing and those kinds of things you're able to provide, because I'm going to create that in the framework for the certified practitioners. So I'm going to create suggested price points, I'm going to suggest packages, I'm going to suggest ways to work with different clients with different issues that come up. So it's going to give you as the practitioner another level of confidence, and it's going to give your clients another level of confidence. And this is just starting out in the world, but eventually what it's going to be is something that people recognize and know that, if someone's run into something, or they're looking for a healer, or they're looking for a practitioner, people are going to say, find a certified body whisperer. Go and see that person, because they work under this framework where they have met a certain level of competence and excellence and ability. Does that answer your question, Smriti?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I love what has gotten created. I remember that evening we were talking about how we want to go in future, and look at what's showing up. It's amazing, Adila.
I'm so grateful. I think we were in a dark bar, weren't we? In Mumbai.
Harry's bar.
We were in Harry's bar. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, that's certified practitioners. Certified coaches. Okay, this is a bit of a real passion project for me, because the thing that I struggled with was how to bring together the 2 components of being a healer and a practitioner, and just wanting to help people and work with people, and how to make money and make good business sense and how to be successful in that area of life, because it's no fun not having the resources or feeling like you have a gift but you don't know how to get the gift out into the world. Or for people who are working as coaches, you know, the other thing that started happening is even though my background or area of expertise was working as a practitioner, what happened is I started getting clients from every industry, and I now coach and work with clients as a business coach or an empowerment coach across every industry. Industries often that are completely unrelated to healing or body work, and yet they get amazing results. And so what I wanted to do was create the same sort of framework for people who are wanting to coach or be coaches and facilitators in the business field. Now, you can absolutely do both. And I know many of you are going to be both when we get going with these programs. But the reason I've created them as parallel courses is, again, to give you choice, because there are some body workers and facilitators who have absolutely no interest in facilitating people who are, you know, in the property industry, or who want to be amazing computer technicians, or who want to run a food franchise company, right? So if you want to do both, that's fantastic. That's what I do. If you only want to do one or the other, again, vice versa. There are business coaches who really don't care about how to heal people's bodies. If you want to choose one or the other, this is why we're creating two programs. The business program is going to be a little bit different in that nobody else in the world has really done business whispering and enough business whispering classes for me to yet be at a point where I want to tick people off as, yeah, go out into the world and call yourself a certified business whispering coach or a facilitator. So what I'm creating is a year-long program with me where I'm really working intimately with you to get you up to that level, so that no matter who you have as a client, if you have a client with $1 million or $5 million, I remember being on the phone with my first client who said they had like a $50 million company, and I was just like, oh my God, like, what advice do I give this person? Because I don't have any experience with dealing with a $50 million company. So if you're in that boat, what are you going to go to? What resources are you going to pull on? How are you not going to go into a Beyond's or let your mind take over, right? So I'm going to work. There's a year-long program, and the year-long program for this, it's called Build Your Own Empire. It's to also really get your business really sound and really financially sound, and get your business up to a point where not only are you an amazing coach, but at the same time we're working on your business as an intensive. Because wouldn't you like to receive the benefits of having an amazing business coach and being an amazing business coach? That also for me goes in with integrity and authenticity. I want you to have businesses, whether you're a body whisperer or a business whisperer, that are amazing, that really work for you, that make you feel like you have, you're so lucky and you're so confident to be able to do what you're doing. So that's what's going to be happening with the business coaches. And both of these advanced classes that are running in November, once you are a certified practitioner or you're in the program to become a certified business whispering coach, we are then next year, so another year from then, we're running our first lot of facilitators programs. I'm going to go through the requirements for that in another call, because I've just gone through certified. I've just gone through certified practitioners, and you can see how intensive or how much information there is. So I don't want to talk to you for another 30 minutes with no feedback. So I'm going to give you the information about facilitators a little bit further down the line. What I want you to know for now, whether you are interested in attending just the classes coming up, or whether you're wanting to, you want to head for that advanced class and for that certified status. The things that we have is the framework. We have the Life Whispering Institute. We have trademarked body whispering certified practitioners, business whispering certified coaches, and facilitators. We have manuals. We have certificates at every level. And we have manuals for not only the classes, but then another manual for being that certified practitioner. And when you are at that certified practitioner level, the level of support includes meetings, online support, an online forum, ongoing trainings, things like that. So that I know that you're out there in the world feeling supported and feeling confident and feeling like you are being of greatest service to others, while I am being of greatest service to you. This is a way for us to create greater impact in the world. This is a way for us to spread more consciousness in the world. And this is a way for us to really answer the call that is being put out right now around, are we going to step up? Are we going to do something different? Are we going to choose different? Are we going to do what we are capable of doing? Okay, so questions, comments, and queries. I don't have the dates for Australia. Australia is most likely going to be Sydney, not Melbourne, and it's going to be in the second half of the year. Same with New Zealand. So Kiwis and Aussies, we're going to be in the second half of the year, just so you know, so June onwards, okay?
Hi, Adila.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
This is such exciting news. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have a question for you. The coaches program and the facilitators program are different, right?
Yeah, you have to do the coaches program to become a facilitator. But you have to do the coaches program to become a certified. So there's a certified coach and there's a facilitator. The difference between a facilitator and a certified practitioner, guys, or a certified coach, is a certified practitioner or a certified coach have met a certain level of competence, and so it's a standard that you have met, okay? But you're still not facilitating these sessions. You're not teaching anyone else how to do it. You're just doing it to a really high level in the world, and that's why clients are coming to you. In order to be a facilitator, which means that I'm actually going to be sharing the baton and asking you guys to go out and spread these classes all over the world and be the facilitator, is why there is such a high level of training that's going into it. It's going to be the year-long program, plus meeting the other requirements, plus attending the facilitators class in another year from now in order to be that facilitator.
So if I'm understanding it right, Adila, you need to do 2 body whispering classes, the coaches program after that, and then the facilitators training, right? Am I getting that right?
To be a facilitator?
Yes.
Yes, to be a facilitator. But to be a certified coach, you don't have to do the facilitators class to be the certified coach.
But I do have to do 2 classes of the body whispering.
Or business whispering. So body whispering, you'd become a certified practitioner and eventually a body whispering facilitator. Business whispering, you do 2 business whispering classes, then the advanced business class, plus the year-long program, and then you have this qualification, you have this accreditation from the Life Whispering Institute saying that you are certified internationally as someone who is a certified business whispering coach. So people can hire you for your coaching services and know that you are an amazing business coach who is energetic, intuitive, and can help them practically as well as energetically in their business. The next level after that would be you attend the facilitators class, and then you would have classes that you can facilitate and start the process of running the classes that help people meet the prerequisites themselves.
Okay. So you are dividing it between body and business. It's not like the class we did in Mumbai where everything was together.
No, because I was just saying before, there's some people who are going to be really only interested in one, and I don't want to lump it together.
Okay, thank you. And also another question, Adila, I have for you is, the second class that we do, that would be body, business, and baby whispering again, right? Or would that just be a niche immediately?
You can, do you mean the baby whispering?
No, so you have to do 2 whispering classes before you do the coaches
But
program.
you have to do 2 of the same. So if you want to be, so
the one we did in Mumbai?
It counts as both, because you did all 4 days, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So that's fine. So what I was saying is I will always be running the classes back to back. So the 4-day option is always there, but we're still leaving the demarcation of 2 days of the body whispering class and 2 days of the business whispering class. So if you want to get to that advanced level of only body whispering, you just have to have 2 body whispering classes. If you want that for business, 2 business classes. I know a lot of you are going to want both, and so just continue to attend both classes. That's fine, okay? The baby whispering, yes, is a niche. Yes, it's a speciality, and I don't want to make this a 2-hour Zoom, so I'm not going to talk about that today, but I've got a plan, girl. I've got a plan about that too, don't you worry, okay? And because so many of my clients, and I'm so passionate about children and babies, and the work we can do to change their lives and then change their families' lives and their communities' lives, right? It's going to be a different niche. It's not going to be as intensive because a lot of you are very talented working with babies already. Those of you and children, those of you that were at that 1-day class in Mumbai, you kind of got what I meant energetically. You got so much out of that class. And I know that for a lot of you, you guys were really drawn to that work. So for those people who fit that category, I'm going to give you a different thing as well, but I'm not going to talk about it yet because it's going to get too confusing. But for many of you who are going to become the body whispering practitioners and even the facilitators, it's going to be something that you are naturally going to do anyway. So think of it more as an add-on rather than another intensive thing that we have to talk about right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Mansi, you will absolutely receive all of this in an email. And I'm glad we're recording this because I'll have to listen to the recording before I send out the email. No, kidding. I wanted to share the manual a little bit with you guys today, but it's going to be too much info. I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave that there. But, you know, the manual covers stuff from listening to the whispers and healing your own body to working on other people's bodies, the parameters for working on another person's body, and with there being ethics, code of conduct, and then the practicalities of running a business. And that stuff is it's going to be covered at every level. It's just that the more advanced we get with the classes, the more in depth we go. Because the body whispering class is a 2-day class. The advanced class the CP class, Certified Practitioners class, is going to be a 3.5-day class. The facilitators class is going to be a 5-day class. Why? Because at every level, we have to go into more depth so that you have more breadth and depth and width when you're working with people and know how to overcome situations when I'm not there. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm giving you as much support in person and energetically as possible so that you feel like you can cover any situation that comes up. Awesome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming on live. Do we have more questions, comments, or queries? What I just want to reiterate, and this is all coming out in the email that I'm going to send out, is April's not far, and that's the class in Singapore. And we'd love, and registration is open for that. Registration for Mumbai in August is also open. Like when I send out the email, you'll be able to register for one or both of those classes. You will also be able to register to attend those classes live or online. That gives us an idea of how many people to expect and what kind of venues we need to be providing for you guys. The people to contact for now, if you have questions or you want to register your interest, or if you want to feed anything back to me or the team, is contact Smriti, contact Datu, or you can always send me an email, okay? We will get back to you with more information, but I will get the email out to you in the next 24 hours with this replay, with the bullet points of what we've covered, and with the registration links for both of those classes that are confirmed, plus the soft dates and locations for Australia and New Zealand. And we are looking at a couple more countries. We're just waiting to see what demand is like and if we can firm those venues up or not, okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for helping be the pioneers of the work of this work in the world. And I also just want to say thank you so much to all of you, because I've been getting your emails and your messages about this, and I haven't had time to reply because we're doing so much work in the back end right now regarding this. But I will get back to you. Thank you so much for your support and your messages as always. And please keep the questions coming, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, okay? Thanks, guys, and have a beautiful rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you and see you somewhere in the world soon. I really appreciate you. Take care.